Hey everybody, I'm going to do a quick review today on all 4 turtles from the 2003 animated series line. This was a request by YouTube user named Caleb TMNT. I hope I'm pronouncing your first name right, buddy. If I'm not, please do excuse me. But he requested, after seeing my TMNT collection, if I would review all 4 of these figures in one video, because nobody had done so yet. His channel is entirely dedicated to doing turtle figure reviews, so if you like turtles, go check him out. I'll put a link down to his channel below, really cool guy. And I'll also put the link down below of my TMNT collection so you guys can go and check that out. Anyway, let's take a look at all these figures. I do apologize for my bad lighting, but it's the only time of day that I'm going to have the house to myself. So, like I say, shooting in a different time of day, it's going to be different lighting. Overall, I think all 4 figures are really nice. I remember when I was younger, I think I may have been 8 or 9 years old, when the 2003 animated series came back. And these things, just like back in '89 when the first animated series was out, these things were super hard to find. I mean, I think I tried, with my parents, I tried 4 toy shops, and we couldn't find them anywhere, but we eventually found Raph and Leo in the 5th store we checked, and I was so happy as a kid. Eventually got Michelangelo and Donatello, but I got my 2 favorites, so I was one happy kid that day. If you ask me, these are the second nicest turtles you can buy. First being the NECA TMNT box set turtles, who all have the kind of comic accurate red bandanas, who are all more highly articulated than these figures. But I think these are nice figures for somebody not wanting to break the bank, because that NECA box set, although I would love to have it, I can't afford to spend £150 on 4 figures. And these go pretty cheaply on eBay, for maybe around £8 a piece. Maybe if you want the mint in box, you're gonna have to maybe pay 12. I don't know. I never really checked the value of these out. I mean, I know they're not really expensive. Like I say, I think they're probably one of the best sets of turtles you can buy if you're not wanting to break the bank. They're a lot better, in my opinion, than the 2007 turtles released from the animated movie. Of course, the '89 turtles are classic figures, but I think these just look a lot nicer in terms of detail. They would if they jumped forward 13, 14 years. But let's kind of get into the articulation and talk about the figures more. So each figure has a head swivel, no up and down. Just on a side note, I think the necks look really nice on these guys compared to the box set of the NECA turtles. I know that's quite a complaint when it comes to the NECA turtles, the necks being so scrawny, but their arms are on, I think, pin and socket joints, because a ball joint is the circle joint here, which has more articulation at the bicep, but this is just a pin and socket joint, so it goes up and round, good movement. His arms rotate at the kind of forearm bicep, and his hands rotate. So a decent amount of articulation, and his legs are on one joint, one pin and socket joint, so you can twirl them, move them up and down. So the articulation isn't too bad. I mean, these are older figures now. So they are getting some age on them, and also these weren't highly expensive figures at the time. I think they I wouldn't say they cut costs, but they are smaller figures, so they're not like, I remember you would pay maybe $14.99 for a Marvel Legend in stores, where in stores turtle figures were like £8. So I guess they were making them kind of more accessible to kids in terms of price, rather than collector's prices. But overall, each figure is really nice. All come obviously with their own set of weapons. Let's take a look at the rest of them. I'll just lay him down because he's refusing to stand. So he's Raph. As you can see, they are all kind of different colors to each other. Leonardo's a very dark green. Raphael's probably the brightest of the greens. They all have different facial expressions. Obviously Raph's very angry, Mikey's very happy. Once again, I must apologize for my very poor lighting at this time. Donatello and Leo look very smug, you know. You know, Leonardo's looking and smirking to say, you know, I'm the leader, I'm the best. So each figure in the face has good personality. They all have the same articulation. I think they're all basically the same body mold, apart from the face. The only difference is Leo and Raph's bandana go to the right, and Mikey's and Donatello's go to the left, which I think is a bit odd, because when you have them all standing together, their bandanas obviously are made to look like they're blowing in the wind, but they're all blowing different directions, which I think is a little dumb. I wish they all went the same way, but that's just truly griping. Each figure comes obviously with their own individual weapons that define the turtles. Each of them have their own storage within their belts. So you can see Raph's size stored down his belt there. So overall, these are just really cool figures, and I highly recommend them if you're, like I say, not wanting to break the bank in terms of budget wise, and you're looking for a nice set of turtles. There's not a lot more I want to say. I would like to spend time looking at these in greater detail, but like I say, they're all basically the same figure, apart from head sculpt and weapons. The only thing I would say is that they all came with their own individual kind of accessory. I know Raphael came with some sort of kind of metal and like a rope, so he had to kind of like I want to kind of call it a grappling hook, or like kind of you know, I hope you guys know what I mean. If somebody has this figure and wants to help me out, comment down there below, giving its correct term. You know, like a rappel rope or something, but I put them away in a little accessory bag because they're not interesting to me, and all I wanted was them displayed with their weapons, not with kind of gimmicky accessories. But that's another great thing about these figures. They don't have stupid gimmicks where you press a button and then they attack. They're all just solid figures. Because I hated even when I was a kid, I hated stupid gimmicks that hindered the figures. So anyway, I've clocked 8 minutes, so I'm gonna say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too bad. I hope the lighting wasn't too bad. Like I say, check out them links down below if you're interested. I hope you get time to check out my channel as well, and I'll see you guys next time.